Good morning, everyone. Bienvenidos. Welcome to Books and Tea. My name is Kat, and today we are finally vlogging. We are vlogging. As you can see, I'm talking a little bit more quiet because everybody's still asleep. I woke up and I'm just like, I need a vlog. Like, I need to read, I need to vlog. I have been slacking and I need to give the people what they want is what they deserve. Hello? It's so early in the morning for this. Are we done? Nope. Anywho, I have been slacking. I have been wanting to do a vlog for a long time. You guys have been patiently waiting. Here we are. The kids are sleeping. I woke up. It's a little bit more quiet this morning. It's really early, but I'm like, I need to do this. And last night I was just sitting in my little library looking at my books, figuring out what I'm gonna read next. And as soon as I saw them, I was like, I'm reading you. I'm not waiting anymore. So for this vlog, we're going to be reading The Blood of Hercules and Bonds of Hercules by Jasmine Moss. I have been waiting for such a long time to read this. I see a lot of, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about these. I've seen so many where it's just really good reviews and then some that they didn't like as much, but I will be the judge for myself. I've heard that there's a lot of banter, that there's a lot of comedic relief in between. It's kind of tragic, but it's very funny at the same time. So we're gonna start with Blood of Hercules. I want to start this right away. I've been eyeing it for too long. It's been eyeing me back for the same amount of time, and I just really want to read it right now. I feel like it's really gonna change the trajectory of my emotions because lately, I don't know, some of the other books that I have been reading have not been hitting, and I want to change that. I really do. So this is what we're gonna start with today. And the great part is that it's just a duology. It's just a duology, and I get to, it's like a one and done thing. So let me know if any of you guys have Bloods and Bonds of Hercules on your TBR that you're interested in reading. Let's read together. This is going to be a spoiler vlog. This is going to be a spoiler vlog. So you're gonna get multiple warnings about this. Because I'm somebody that likes to not only talk about the book, but read lines from it and react to it. So, fair warning. But yeah, I'm really excited. Let me go get dressed and get ready because I kind of woke up in a like a panic almost to get this done. But I don't have a lot going on for the week, so I want to take advantage and really read. So grab a snack, grab a water, let's hydrate, let's get it going, and let's get this vlog started. Good morning, guys. We're going to be starting Blood of Hercules. I'm so excited. Listen, it's gonna be spoiler because I really don't know how I'm gonna be able to get my thoughts across and my reactions in, raw time without actually telling you what's going on. So please, I'm letting you know right now, here's your warning. This is going to be a full spoiler vlog. For anyone that has not read it yet, I suggest if you're interested in it, please read it first and then come back and react with me, or you can watch it as you're reading it. I don't like to go too fast, so you might be able to enjoy it while you're going. But I just started. There is what's that called? There's like 2 chapters before explaining the history of the Olympian houses and what is it called? Listen, I don't know how to pronounce none of these things. So if I said this wrong, is it chthonic or is the CH silent and it's just thonic? You guys tell me. How do you pronounce that word? Chthonic? Sonic? I don't know. we're going to say chthonic because that sounds more fantasy. And they have all the gods, and it explains the lore behind how they once worked together, then how they went into war, and how it got to the present moment right now. So this follows a girl. Her name is Alexis, and I'm only on page 30. Why is it already kind of crazy? Because, and listen, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I believe that since the other books that I have been reading, it's been a pacing issue and nothing has kind of grabbed me right away. This grabbed me immediately. Check this out. Shorty said, mind you, she's 10 years old at this point in time, right? And she wakes up in a field. She was sleeping in a field. I'm like, okay, why is she in a field? Apparently, as she wakes up, both of her wrists are red and bloodied and possibly fractured. Okay, cool. That's how we're going to start. 10 years old, fractured wrist. So she lives in this trailer park with her foster parents. Where is the line? Because I need to read this to you. I don't know how to sum it up, but let me see. Here we go. So they live super duper poor because like 40 years ago, the Titans, if you know anything about Greek mythology, Titans came over, just started brutally chopping people up, murdering, slaughtering all of these people, and then left them in a really poor state. So to get by, her parents have been making this concoction to drink. And it says that every day they make their special drink in the bathtub to deal with hunger. Now, they are so poor that they can't even eat anything, so they make this drink. And it says it's a combination of cleaning supplies, water, and moldy bread yeast. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard what I said? I'm sorry. Maybe you didn't hear because these trucks are being annoying and they're passing by. They made a drink with cleaning supplies, water, and moldy bread yeast. I'm sorry? So now, obviously, because they're mixing up this ridiculous concoction, it's now they have a mental fuse. Like they're done. They're cooked up here. They got nothing left going for them. They're just kind of alive, but not really. They're zombies. So Shorty said that last week she looked at her father the wrong way. And as a punishment, he tied her up with rope because he said that she was a lazy, good-for-nothing, spoiled 10-year-old B. Pero ¿qué es esto? What? How are you going to say that? And so the only reason why she ended up in the field was because she cut the ropes with this rock and managed to get free. How do you start a book like that? I'm intrigued. Okay, now that's so sad, you guys. What the heck? That's just how they've been living, and that sucks. She's been alone, and she has like this stuttering problem, and she can't make any friends. And then she comes across this sound of someone being like, yo, can you hear me? Now she thinks she's crazy. Could be the drink. I don't know if she drank it or not. I hope she didn't, but everybody's going crazy now. And it turns out that she's not. She's hearing a voice of a snake that appears to her, this rare snake that can turn invisible called Nyx. And it's so funny because he's like, you're supposed to be afraid of me. She's like, no, but can we be friends? Like, can we be besties? She was like, yeah, this snake, yeah, he's funny. So I'm sorry. I had to just tell you that right off the jump because that was really bizarre. Now, I'm just at a part right now where they're getting to know each other and they're talking. I am going to see how much of it I can read, and then hopefully I could get a good chunk of the way through so that I can let you know what's been going on. But that's just all that happened in this moment. So, yeah. Anyway, stay tuned. I'm going to try to read a little bit more, and I will talk to you guys soon. More updates. And we're back. All right, so in case you notice a difference in attire, so for you guys, it probably has been just a second since I last spoke, but for me, it has been an entire 24 hours because I started reading and then I got called in to go to work. And then I ended up coming home late from work. I had to get dinner for the kids and all that other stuff. So I couldn't pick up the camera again. But it's okay. We're back. We're freshly showered. We're dressed. We're ready. And look how exciting this. Oh, wait a second. Let me fix this. Look at how much more I read. Guys, I am currently on chapter 11, page. Excuse me. Page 180. And this is, guys, I can't put this book down. Oh my God, it's so good. And can I tell you something? I didn't feel like I had it before, and I was kind of in a denial phase, but I genuinely think that I was in some kind of slump because I'm telling you that the pacing of all the other books were an issue for me. Not to say that they were bad, but maybe it was just wrong book, wrong time, because none of the other books that I have read thus far this month has given me the bubbles, no, that makes me sound gassy. No, scratch that. The emotion, the excitement, the same way that Blood of Hercules is giving me. It's so fun. It's not literary gold, you know what I mean? But it's a really fun time. I'm loving. First of all, can I just say this? Let's talk about the book a little bit. This book is a lot more tragic than I thought. I mean, I want to say what? Maybe I'm going to put it at 30%. I swear this girl's getting beaten up like 28.265% of the time. Alexis is really going through it, y'all. I mean, she's getting beat up over everything. And then people want to know, why is it that she doesn't like conversing with people? She gets this panic attack when people touch her, all these scars that she has on her body, like her being bullied because of the fact that she's homeless and she smells. It's crazy. However, there's a nice little mix in between the trauma where she makes jokes and it's funny. So it's a really nice balance that I'm enjoying. After everything that happened, this little boy comes into the picture. His name is Charlie, and he was abandoned by his family. We don't really know the full details, but the Federation, as it's called, decides to go up to Alexis's foster parents. It was like, listen, we'll give you some more food vouchers. Here you go. Here's another person to adopt. Come to find out, I don't know whatever abuse he went through, but he can't speak now. He's mute. So they decide to learn sign language to help each other communicate. And then one night, she overhears her parents talking. Mind you, they're crazy because of this special concoction that's being made. And they're like, I think we should just kill him. Like, I think we should just, and keep the food vouchers, make it seem like, because we can't take care of these kids. Hello? I swear these people are so rude. Anyway, now Alexis is panicking and she's like, I can't let them do that. We're not going to do that. I'm not strong, but I'm not going to just back down. Well, it gets really bad. She ends up getting into a fight with both of the parents at the same time, and they don't take it easy on her. Let's just say it got so bad that she ended up becoming deaf in one ear and blind on one eye, all in the same side. So like the entire left side of her face is deaf and blind. And then her eye turns white, and then the other one is just a regular color. But in the midst of all of this happening, a Titan appears. And if you know anything about Greek mythology, Titans are these creatures that just want to hunt humans, slaughter them, and they're ginormous. And one appears at their trailer, ends up killing the mom, and when the police came, or the Federation, Alexis just basically said that, listen, the dad killed the mom, so they can take him away. Now the parents are gone, which is great, but now they're homeless because now that's like a Titan affected property and they can no longer stay there. So now they're, and it's just crazy. I feel so bad for her. Years have passed. Now she's 19. There's a couple things happen in between, but now she's 19 years old. Charlie's 18. And they're closer than ever. She's one of the smartest people in her entire school. And you have to get this scream test. And the scream test it's just this very long, rigorous exam that you have to take at the age of 19. And then you have to get your blood tested to see whether you have anything special in your bloodline. So Alexis is like, listen, I need to get into this academy for the sake of Charlie. I got to take care of him. She draws her blood onto the paper, and the little bubble where the blood is catches on fire. Rips a hole through the entire paper. And they're like, oh, snap. She might be Spartan. While this is all happening, we encounter these two guys. And can I tell you something? They are, I don't know if it's called chthonics or thonics, which are the side of the house of Hades. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to say thonics. There are these two characters that are in charge of killing Titans. And y'all, these are what the guys look like. Yeah. Yeah. Give me more. I'm clenched. I'm excited. I'm ready. Because what do you mean? And the reason why they're important is that, so one is Patros. He is, I believe his animal is jaguar. And he's extremely powerful. These two are probably the most powerful in their houses. And his power is just extremely deadly. And then we have the famous Hercules. And he wears a muzzle. And the reason why he wears a muzzle is because his power is so deadly, is so toxic, it will literally melt your brain. For that reason, he keeps a muzzle. And, they're watching them on camera kill these Titans. And now that she's taken this test, now she has to go do this, what is it called? When they're in a giant stadium and have to fight. Anyway, they have to go to the stadium where they have to fight to the death because only 10 people can remain to go to this special Spartan Academy. There's 20 right now, or 28, one of those. And that's where she meets Zeus, like the Zeus. She meets all of the gods. And they're like, listen, if you have what it takes, then you have to survive. And all these other things. Bueno, long story short, and she has an invisible snake. Yes, she has an invisible snake that she met when she was a child and has stuck with her throughout this entire time. And she helps her in this battle. Well, she makes it through. And now they have to choose, Zeus has to choose a mentor for each of the 10 people that survived. And guess who's going to be the mentor for Alexis? Did you think about it already? Yeah, it's going to be Achilles and Patros. Together. And mind you, Hades, Zeus, their houses don't like each other. But have you seen them? I'll let you train me. Oh yeah, you could looking like that. You could train me. So there's a lot more stuff that's going on, but that's basically the gist of it. They have to train her to prepare to get into this academy for all of these events that are about to conspire. And it's just going so good, y'all. So good. I'm giddy. I'm back. I love this emotion that I feel when I read. So it's early morning. I have a couple of hours before I have to go to work. I'm hoping I can make it a big chunk of the way through before I go, so that way I have something more to talk to you guys about. But it's going fabulous right now. I will keep reading, If there's any other things that happen here and there, I will let you know. But for now, that's what I got, and I will keep you updated soon. So stay tuned for more updates. Guys, this is insane. Can I just read you a little bit of what just happened? So she's in a cave with 10 other people, and they're going through the motions of classes, doing circuits, and swimming. Obviously, she's been starving for a long time, and her body is very weak. And I think it's after some time, it's getting to the point now where she's losing sense of her surroundings, of herself. She doesn't know what's going on. Also, they're not giving her anything to eat in this cave until the general deems necessary. Augustus is someone new that we meet with. Can I just show you what he looks like? This is what he looks like. And yes, that is a raccoon in his hair. He is one of the professors, and he's like, all right, we need to meditate. We need to focus on our powers. We need to figure out this stuff. But she's losing it. I mean, it's just really bad. So where is the part? Because they're meditating and she's so tired. You know, you're supposed to posture straight. She's falling to the side because she's falling asleep. And he goes, what are you doing? And she squeezed her eyes shut. And she's like, please don't let him see me. Please don't let him see me. He's like, well, since I'm sitting directly in front of you, obviously I can see you. And she's like, oh my God, he could read my mind. I need to kill us both. And he's like, open your eyes. You're speaking out loud. And then, no, it gets weird because he's like, you need to focus. He's like, calm yourself. And she goes, will do, Captain. But the writing makes it seem as though she's kind of drunk and she doesn't know what's going on. And she's like, will do, Captain. And then she face plants to the floor. She just a thud to the floor. And she's like, I'm a beached whale. Don't worry, the tide will pull me back. And now everybody's just staring at her like she's psychotic. And it's just so funny the way that parts of herself comes out even through the trauma. It's just so funny. This book is so good. Anyway, I just wanted to make that little comment that I thought was a little giggly. I'm gonna keep reading and I'll check back again. Hello guys. I am so tired. It has been such a day. But guess what? I finished Blood of Hercules. Oh my goodness. Ay, mi madre. I had such a fun time with this. I am going to give this a 4.5 stars out of 5. This book was so incredible, you guys. This is on one of my high list of recommended reads so far. I mean, everything about this was just pure craziness. I mean, where do I even begin? I don't even know from the last time that we spoke, but so much happened. I feel like the parts that I explained to you was just shaving off ice from a huge glacier. So many things happen and it never stops. It's like, oh, you think that she has a break? No, nothing in any single chapter in this book did she get a break. And that tells you just the suffering, but also the determination to get back out there, the survival instincts, just everything made Alexis so incredibly powerful inside and out. It was more an endurance story than anything, because I'm telling you, I think within like the first couple of chapters, I would just been gone. Count me out. But I know that I said that this was going to be a spoiler blog, but I just genuinely feel like the second part of the story gives away so many information, gives away so many clues of the plot twists that happen and everything, that I'm kind of fearful to say.
So I'm not going to say much. Let's just say that Alexis is not who she thought she was. I mean, obviously we know from the back of the book that she's Hercules. But it's just the buildup to get to that was absolutely wild. And then, guys, the main male characters in this story, I'm envious. I am. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a little envious because wow. Charon, Augustus, Patroclus, Achilles. Woo, boy, it just, I mean, yeah. I genuinely don't know what better way to describe the whole situation, but just know that this is going on my favorites for the year for sure. And you know what? Now that I have finished this book, I can confirm with my full chest, with the pickles on my chest, that I was in a slump, and this got me out of it. I am so excited to go into fantasy and see what else is out there, and the slow burn, the tension, the enemies to lover, well, enemies to more enemies, because right now they all hate each other. But wow. Wow. I highly recommend. And guess what? See, let me tell you something. This is the reason why I get more excited. It's not even just because of the fact that I completed the book. That's part of it. But the bigger part of it is because this series is already complete. And guess what? I have the second book. Woo! Can you imagine? Can you imagine having to read that first book and then having to wait for this one to come out? Not me, not I. ¿Quién yo? No, júralo. I told myself that I was not going to read it until both of them were out, and I have both of them with me. So it only makes sense that I just get started right away. Let's read. I don't know. I don't think that I'm going to read tonight because it is getting late and I am exhausted. I might just restart early in the morning tomorrow, but let's read what the second book is about. Also, before I even do that, look at this. Are we Dara? Look at how gorgeous she is. Now look at how beautiful. Oh my God. Anyway, I needed to give him a moment. So, for anyone that has already finished book 1, we are now in book 2, and here's the synopsis. It says, I'm Hercules, but my powers are not what they seem. Oh, I've awakened my powers, and things are spiraling out of control. Everybody better beware. Things are about to get very messy. No, I can't. My heart is gonna come out of my chest. And you know what's crazy? I had hiccups before this even started, so that might be a sign of a stroke. Guys, I'm kidding. I'm fine. I'm not gonna have anything, but oh my God. I can't wait. So 4.5 stars for The Blood of Hercules. I will be starting the Bond of Hercules tomorrow morning, and I want to be able to get a big chunk. I do have to go to a birthday party tomorrow with my children, so I want to wake up really early in the morning and get a nice, new chunk out of this so that I can give you an update. But oh, and look at this. How gorgeous is that? I can't. So I'm extremely content with the first book. I'm hoping that the second book lives up to the hype, is just as good, if not better, than the first book, and just see how the story continues, because it picks up right after the ending of book 1. So I'm gonna get some rest because, as you can see, we got some puffy eyes going on right now. And then tomorrow morning I will be back with more information. Good night, wherever you are. I'll see you on a new day. Good morning, everyone. Happy New day. I woke up a few minutes. No, I'm lying. What time is it? I don't even know. Anyway, I woke up really early. I wanted to just get myself together, clean the house a little bit, get breakfast ready for my daughter who always wakes up early before I started reading. So I am having a bit of a late morning, but fear not, because that's not going to stop us. I have Hedwig here with me today, and I have started with the Bonds of Hercules. I'm on, I think I'm on chapter 3. Yeah, chapter 3, page 30. Again, starting like that. And it's going really good. Just started of Hercules. I'm on page 30. So basically what happens in the last book is, she finds out that she's Hercules, and then in the midst of being in this academy, trying to get herself to graduate, she's noticing that Augustus, who is the professor, is starting to develop feelings for her, as well as Charon. And there's this thing going on where there has to be a marriage law, right? So at age 26, have to marry someone, and once you marry, that's it. You're just bonded to them for eternity. There's nothing you can do. And they wanted the Chthonic or Chthonic houses to marry with the Olympians so that they can procreate and they can live together in peace. And they didn't want that. It's a little bit confusing because so Charon and Augustus are partners, not romantic partners. They're more like best friends with this incredible bond, and they share partners, but them themselves are not romantic. But they decided to find a loophole and wanted to marry Alexis. She ends up feeling betrayed because they end up kidnapping her. They end up, I don't want to say torturing, but they don't treat her really good, and yet they decide to marry her, and it was their way out of not having to marry an Olympian, because it turns out that she's Chthonic as well. All of these killings that have been happening, all of these mysterious deaths and things like that, it was her doing it without her knowing. And then it turns out, if you know the Greek mythology, Hercules is the son of Zeus, and he has all of these powers, but it turns out that Alexis is actually Hercules, and she's the daughter of Hades and Persephone, which is a really weird twist, but it works. So now they're like, listen, you either get married or boom, boom, boom. She's like, all right, but I'm going to get my revenge, because you're not going to stay here and trap me and kidnap me and torture me and do all these things and think that I'm just going to play along with this. So then comes book 2, Bonds of Hercules. So she's now married to Charon and Augustus. And the book starts off immediately with this hunt. And what it is that Alexis and her, I'm going to call him her best friend, Drex, who was also one of the initiates. He's an Olympian, but he decided to move to the other side, to Chthonic, because it turns out that Theros, who is the official heir of Zeus, it wasn't that they were having an issue with reproducing, with making babies. They found out that Theros has been killing all of the babies because he wanted to be the only heir to Zeus. And when he found out that Alexis was potentially the heir, could be, another heir, he ended up trying to kill her too. So Theros was Drex's mentor, and because he was the mentor, they told Drex, they were like, listen, I understand you didn't do anything, but that was your mentor, that was your guy, so we're just gonna exile you. And he had no choice but to go to the dark side. The dark side. And he's like, listen, as long as I can fight Titans with you, I'm cool where I'm at. So now both Drex and Alexis are running into this forest, and they have to be hunted. They have to be hunted, and if they survive, then they officially become a member of the Assembly of Death, which is the federation that hunts Titans and just becomes a part of the gods. They get their immortality, they get all of that. And in the midst of this hunt, her mentors, Patro and Achilles, are like, listen, your husband's betrayed. Come with us. We have been your mentors through and through. I understand that we didn't get along in the beginning, but we could take care of you in a way that they can. Now she's debating. But she also developed feelings for her husband's back. So now she doesn't know. And Sharon is like, listen, not for nothing, but we married you. Like, we fell in love with you. We're trying to be better men because of you. And she's like, how the hell do you expect me to believe that? How? Como? Dime. And he's like, well, I don't know which one to tell you. We're not good men. We're not good people. But this is the only way that we can be better. She's like, well, you know what? No, this is just physical. And he was like, what'd you say to me? She's like, it's just physical. And that's where I ended. And he was pissed to the point that just fury and just bloodshot eyes and just the whole shebang. So that's where I'm at right now. This book has about 53 chapters. So I don't think they're super duper long. I'm thinking that I can get a good way through if I just keep going. I have to get ready in a couple of hours to go to this birthday party. So I want to be able to give you another update before that, because after that, I don't think I will be able to record until either later tonight or potentially tomorrow. I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to see how much more of this I can get through before I leave. And I'll be giving you some more updates. So, Hedwig, book, I'm ready. I will talk to you guys soon. Oh my God. Guys. Yo, these people are unhinged. Can I read this to you? I'm on chapter 3. And I guess she like teleported together with Charon, and it's just them alone in a field. And he grabs her by the arms. She takes out a gun that Hades provided for her and shot, but she only held it with one hand, so she missed. She's never held a gun before. He goes, you want to use both your hands. You want to hold the gun out in front of you and aim for my torso. So he put, in an emergency situation, try to lock your elbows so the recoil doesn't throw you off. And then she pulled out this taser that Persephone gave her, which he didn't know about, and tased the crap out of him. And he dropped. And she was like, well, it was an emergency. My husband's an ass. And so he dropped on the floor and he was like, good job. That also works. Oh my God. And then the crazy part is that she doesn't know how to work a taser. So she's trying to shut it off, and she ends up turning it up by accident. So he's just laughing and like on the floor, the voltage just keeps going up, and he's like dying of laughter while also being tased. this is just too much. And then the snake Nyx, she's like, because she's always wrapped around her neck. She's like, yes, electrocute him to death. We have no mercy on our enemies. I love her. She's such a queen. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just had to say that. Let's continue to read. Said if you just wanted to play, all you had to do was say something. Oh my god! No, she didn't want to play. She didn't want to play. She was joking. She was joking. She was joking. Yo, can I tell you something? This snake, so inappropriate. They're having an argument, and Augustus shows up, and now all three of them are arguing. And Sharon just rips the taser off his stomach while it's still on, mind you, so it's hurting him. And Nyx is just whispering into her ear, like, yeah, I'm into that. That was hot. Should bang that. She's like that bad friend that's a bad influence, the one that just be the devil in our ear. Guys, I don't know what happened. I was just reading a couple pages, and then I had to turn the camera off for a second because I had to zone in, and then next thing you know, look how far I am now. This part, not this part. I'm now on chapter 13 because I could not put this thing down. Guys, I have to read you something that happened. I'm so mad I didn't catch it initially. The way I screamed. Actually, it's a good idea because I would have blown your heads off. But okay. So I'm at a part right now where Alexis has been, I think she's on a trial to see, she passed the first trial, and now she is going on her first mission to defeat Titans because they're roaming around these other areas. And the problem is, which I didn't know initially. Oh, wait, hold up. Get more comfortable. So I didn't know initially that when it came to Titans, they could be shot, stabbed, their necks cracked, their ribs broken, all of that. They'll put their pieces back together and they'll come back to life. I guess in a way they're unkillable unless you do some crazy stuff. And so we're finding that out. This girl has done anything and everything. Kill these Titans. These damn Titans are not dying. So there's a moment where now Titans, on top of the fact that they're already huge and monstrous and evil, now they have wings. So they're flying up everywhere, right? Tell me why. One of the Titans, she's stabbing one. Boom, 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 boom. And he's screeching, he's screaming, but it's not really doing nothing. He's holding her here while she's stabbing. He's holding her. And then with the other one, he scratched her back and rips open her back. This is not for nothing, but this is very gory. It's giving Attack on Titans. If you know, you know. And her whole spine is showing, the whole vertebrae. And she's still trying to go, but that's not the part that's crazy. The part that's crazy is the Titan ends up somehow escaping that whole moment and grabs Alexis and starts flying. Takes her all the way up. And there's this thing called domos where you can, is it not levitate? Transport from one place to another if you think about it in your mind. So she transported back down to the ground. Mind you, there are humans watching. There's this elderly group that was, because this is at a park, There's this elderly group playing chess. So they land on the chess table and a whole bunch of stuff is going on at the same time. Tell me why she moved and the guy got her clean, took off her ear, decapitated the ear, took that thing off, and then, because he's evil, proceeded to take the ear and just start chopping it up in pieces. Now Shorty doesn't have an ear. But that's not all. Now, because she has no ear, her spine is open, she's bleeding profusely, she thinks this is the end, right? And right at that moment, Augustus and Charon appear. And Augustus is so mad that he's now trying to get this Titan. Charon goes up to her. Can I read you it? And says, oh yeah, he tipped my chin to the side and froze, staring at what felt like a hole on the side of my skull. So now he sees that there's nothing there. His eyes hardened into chips of unyielding ice. Charon reached for his holster and raised his sharp dagger and sliced the blade clean off of his left ear. Did you hear what he sliced? He took the blade and sliced his ear clean off, not a second, not a moment's notice. No hesitation, no nothing. And then, very calmly, he takes a box out of his pants with a needle and thread and takes his ear and sews it onto Alexis's head. Oh my God. See, here's the problem that I'm having. The problem is that these fictional men are just the effort. You know what I mean? Like, now I have to have a conversation with my husband. And I'm like, listen, I don't really know if you love me. Because the reality is that you didn't cut nothing up of yourself to give to me in a moment of need. You're not at that level. So what can we fix about you? Because now it's a problem. Hello? Guys, if your man don't give you your ear... I can't even say that with a straight face. I'm sorry to all the men out there watching this video. You are loved and appreciated. I mean, don't be fooled. We do not think that you will go to these limits because these are fictional men. But holy cow, was that intense. Mind you, Augustus is standing there and he's just looking at them and he's just chilling as if it's a normal day to do this. Wow. And then it starts raining and he's just there sewing it while Augustus is giving her a kiss on the forehead. Goes back to stabbing the Titan. Wow. Wow. That chapter was absolutely insane. That was crazy. My Lord. Okay. I'm gonna keep reading because I still have a lot to go and I would like to finish this before I do all my other stuff. So I will pick the camera back up again when I am a better chunk of the way through. Hello. It is a new day and guess what? I finished! Oh my, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what happened. 1 minute, I'm reading at night, just taking my time. I think I'm maybe 75% of the way through. And the next thing you know, I woke up this morning and I'm done. I spent all night reading it because I wanted to finish. I wanted to see what was happening. And guys, this sequel did not, let me put it right here. This sequel did not disappoint at all. I am so excited that the second one outdid the first for me. I mean, there was just so much going on. The tension. I think that was the big thing for me, is the tension throughout the entirety of the book was just having me hyperventilate on multiple occasions in multiple different areas in my community. Like, environmentally, I was unhinged, bro. I understand. Let me just make a disclaimer here. I have seen a lot of comments about people not liking the sequel because of a particular thing that happens at the end of the book, specifically about the spice. I understand why people didn't enjoy it for the build up, but I personally loved everything about this book. I did not expect there to be much, and just the way that the hello? What's going on? I swear, it doesn't matter where I'm at. Somebody got to disturb. Anywho, yeah, the two guys, really everybody in the book really did their thing. But Augustus and Charon, oh my God. I don't think I've ever seen this level of yearning and obsessed in quite a long time. I don't think I have ever witnessed a true obsession, and then for it to be shared amongst two men was absolutely insane. Just the way that they took care of her, they sacrificed for her, they put her first, the yearning and just everything that they did. And so that's why I personally like the ending, because it wasn't, I understand that there was a lot of teasing of things that they were going to do, and the spice was building up, but I really like that at the end, no matter what happened, they still put her first, thought about her feelings, thought about how she was going to handle the situation, especially after, a battle that went through. So it was just phenomenal. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And again, I know that a lot of people might not have enjoyed it, but I definitely think for me it was right book, right time. Because the other books that I was reading in the past, the pacing had an issue, whereas this one, it was entertaining throughout. Like, not one page I was like, oh, okay, let's skip through this. So please, guys, please, 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 I highly recommend it. This is a 5 stars. This is a 5 stars, okay? The book, the first one, I gave a 4.5. And that was just me getting into it. But this one, oh, but can I tell, ¿te puedo decir algo? Can I tell you something? I'm mad. I'm so mad, because why did I find out as soon as I finished the book? Because, I'm going into my Goodreads. If you want to follow me on Goodreads, I have that. But I'm logging everything into my Goodreads, and I'm putting it in, and I scroll ever so gently. I'm reading the comments and everything. Why is there a third book coming out next year? Why is there a third book coming out next year? This entire time, I've been telling myself, I've been telling you guys, I've been doing the research, that this was supposed to only be a duology. And now we have a third book. And not only do we have a third book, it's not going to come out until June of next year. So I have to wait. And y'all know I'm not really good with rereads like that. So that's another reason why I low-key also enjoyed the book, was because there's going to be a lot of build-up getting to that one. But I'm so upset because I'm going to forget everything. But either way, I don't regret the decision that I made to read this now. It was something that I definitely needed. It was something that I enjoyed, again, in the summertime, and everything that's going on in this book around that time made it super relatable. It was just, what a perfect way to end the week. So, like I always say, you're going to see a lot of comments of people liking and not liking things. Judge it for yourself. Pick up the book, read it, figure out what your opinion is about it. Don't take my word for it or anybody else's, because it may alter your mindset, your perspective on a book before you even get the chance to read it. Now, if you trust me, then you could take my advice. I really highly recommend. This is for people that don't have super high expectations, are looking for a good time, something to escape reality, something to have fun and wind down. I like to recommend a lot of books like that, or just crazy what the F moment kind of books, because I am a little dramatic when I read. So, all in all, 5 stars for Bonds of Hercules. This entire series is amazing. I highly, highly, highly suggest you read it, give it a try, and please let me know what you think. Guys, I don't want this to be one sided. I want to know what you think. If there's ever a book that I have recommended you that you have read, or if there's a book that you have already read that I decided to pick up, let's talk about it. Tell me in the comments what you thought. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I have no hard feelings. It's not personal, it's reading. With that being said, that is the end of the vlog for this week. I am heading into work right now. We'll see what else I'll pick up after that. But please let me know in the comments what you think. Do you enjoy vlogs like this? I can try my best to do more if you do. But, and then also look how beautiful this is. How could you not? How could you not? You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for spending time with me. I would love to know how you guys' days are going. And let's talk. I hope that you all have an amazing day wherever you are. And as always, hasta la próxima. Bye.